Can you treat knee arthritis yourself? And once the pain starts, is surgery the only option? Today, I'm going to talk to you about how to treat knee arthritis pain yourself. If you are not a candidate for surgery, or if you are someone who surgery was the only option given without any type of plan of action, because this is something common that we see in my clinic and when I work with patients, is that surgery is inevitable and you have to have surgery. That is one of the things that could be the furthest from the truth, especially when it comes to knee arthritis pain and how to manage it, because sometimes surgery is not the only option. Some people, surgery is the option they go with, but not all individuals need surgery as the only option, and not all individuals uh, have to go through surgery. And sometimes our bodies aren't able to go through surgery. We have maybe other health conditions, or we have other things going on in our life that we're not able to go under surgery. So we have to manage the knee arthritis pain and how to deal with things in our day to day life so we can function and remain independent and keep up our active lifestyle. My name's Dr. Preston, and I'm the Arthritis PT. I'm here today to help you treat your knee arthritis pain, especially if you're having difficulty with moving around and getting up, or if you're not able to get around the house or maybe do things outside of the house, activities that you like to do, that the knee arthritis pain is just too much. And today I'm going to go through three of the biggest mistakes I see as working with individuals that I work with in my physical therapy practice, but also that I help coach online and help manage with arthritis pain. And also, I'm going to go through three key component concepts that you can do that are foundations for your program. So, if you're setting up trying to work on something to help manage your knee arthritis, I'm going to give you three successful pillars that you can implement today to help deal with the knee arthritis pain. And let's get into the video. I work with people every day and they think that their knee arthritis is way beyond repair and the wear and tear is the only thing going on with the joint. But I want you to know that pain does not automatically equal damage. So pain is not automatic damage. Sometimes pain can be created as a byproduct of inactivity or loads that we're putting on the joint that are maybe too much, and that the things that we're doing or the ways that we're doing activities or exercises or stretches may be creating the pain or discomfort, and that in itself is not always the thing that may be creating the discomfort or pain. The damage may also be there in a small amount or maybe in a minimal amount. So it's not always that damage is created because of the pain, or pain is not equal to the damage. One thing I like to say, and I like to go through, is to hear exactly what's going on in the day to day activities, because that can be one of the key components to what is contributing to discomfort or pain in the joint. So when I'm meeting with individuals who have knee arthritis pain or who have knee arthritis discomfort, the first thing I like to know is what's going on in day to day life and how things are managed, because those ways that we're managing our day to day life can actually be hindering our progression with our knee arthritis and also hindering the activities that we want to be able to do due to the knee arthritis. So, I want to give you three big mistakes that I hear from my patients in the clinic and also people I work with online that tell me exactly what they're doing in their day to day life and also what they're doing in their routine that may be contributing to the knee arthritis pain or discomfort. So, if you're looking to treat your knee arthritis pain, or you're looking to build a foundation on managing your knee arthritis, One of the big mistakes I want you to avoid is stopping movement altogether. Sedentary lifestyle or no movement in the knee joint can create stiffness, but also can create where muscles around the joint get stiff and they also are not pliable. So then when you move your joint, that can create the discomfort or pain. So stopping all activity or not doing any activity can actually create more discomfort or more pain in the knee joint itself. Synonymous to if you're on a long car ride or if you're sitting in an office where you're waiting for something and then you stand up after that long prolonged period of sitting or being where the knee is bent position and it goes to straighten, then that movement in itself from being stiff for so long can create the pain or discomfort. So one of the mistakes that I hear a lot is that it hurts, so I don't do anything. I just sit and I try to stay off of it or rest it. And that in itself sometimes is not the best thing you can do for the knee joint or your muscles that are around the joint, because that stopping in activity can lead to more discomfort or pain in the joint. Mistake number two, sometimes individuals are doing random or too extravagant of an exercise program. It typically is more simple exercises that we want to look at building a foundation for the knee joint. And the muscles around the knee joint, we want to first off help with flexibility, and we also want to help build strength. But sometimes the exercises that I'm seeing individuals who are trying to manage their knee pain, they're doing are more exaggerated. Maybe they're too much of an exercise that is putting improper load on the joint, which creates the pain and discomfort, or the exercise programs are just randomly scattered. They're doing multiple various exercises that aren't honing in on what muscles are needing to be strengthened and what muscles are needing to be more flexible. So avoiding doing random exercise programs is one of the big key concepts I would work on, especially if you are doing a lot of random exercises and you're not sure why you're doing the exercises. And mistake three is pushing through sharp, stabbing pain that your body is giving you a response and saying, hey, I'm here. And if it's sharp, stabbing pain, sometimes that's just the way the body is giving you feedback that we should not be pushing at that point. Also, swelling in the joint. I see a lot of people who have a lot of swelling in their knee joint and this sharp pain, but they're still trying to push through that, hoping that it would just go away. And unfortunately, that pain and that sharp stabbing pain or that swelling in the joint itself can be indicative to other things that are going on in the knee joint or inside the capsule of the joint. So making sure that we're listening to our body is one of the key things I would do to get on the road of recovery to help dealing and managing the knee arthritis pain. So getting on the road of recovery, this is the three pillars or the three things that we want to make sure we're implementing into our treatment program when we're managing knee arthritis. The first one is going to be daily motion, moving the joint daily. How we're moving the joint is important. Activities that are not very strenuous is usually the best response, especially if you're starting off with a program for managing knee arthritis. So small, gradual movements that are progressed throughout the day and also throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the year. So you're not doing anything that is extremely strenuous right away, because what happens is that your muscles get used to that feeling of movement and it thrives on that feeling of movement, as I talked about in the mistake of not moving the joint. So we want to move it, it's just in a capacity of progression. The other thing is protective strength. So we're building muscle strength around the knee joint. So we have big muscle groups above the knee joint and below the knee joint. We want to make sure that we're strengthening and also building a flexibility program. Again, that's gradual and progressive, but also that is honed in on those key muscle groups around the knee joint to help support the knee joint and especially above the joint, because we have bigger muscle groups that can help take some of the pressure off the knee. And that in itself will allow for more movement and more activity in the knee. And then lastly, the last pillar is going to be smart load management. So you're not putting an extreme amount of force or extreme amount of activity on the joint. You have to maybe, like you said, take a rest break or do the thing that you're going to be active with, and then maybe modify that activity so you're not doing maybe as long of that activity, or you're doing it in shorter bursts of time or shorter amounts of time. So you're managing the load by creating a program where you're doing less or maybe doing the same activity over different periods of time. So coming up with an idea, say for example, I have a patient I'm working with currently that I work with online. She is managing her knee arthritis pain and dealing with discomfort in her joint when she's doing vacuuming, especially. So instead of vacuuming the entire house all in one shot, what we've worked on is building a program. Maybe it's certain rooms throughout the week, or she's using a certain type of vacuum that's going to be less of a strain on the knee joint because it's lighter weight, but also it's more effective in vacuuming. So then you don't have to go over a spot 5 or 6 times in that course of action. You're able to do a few swipes and everything's vacuumed up and it's nice and tidy. But also the knee pain isn't as excruciating, which is the key component for this person who's wanting to continue to take care of their home or continue to do activities, but they're dealing with knee arthritis pain and they want to be able to manage that. So the three key components again are going to be the daily movement, progressive strength, and smart load management. If you can hone in on those three components and avoid those mistakes, that's your key road to success of help managing your knee arthritis pain yourself. So if you take one key component from today, it's that we're not necessarily trying to cure arthritis, and also surgery is not wrong. However, surgery is not the only option, and it shouldn't be your first option with trying to manage your day-to-day arthritis. And also, if you are someone who's looking to treat your own knee arthritis, there are ways that you can manage the pain and also create a lifestyle that's manageable for long term. And I want to make sure that you know that the key components that you just have to focus on are trying to manage the pain and then also keep your function. Because those two things, if you can manage the pain and keep your function, then the day-to-day lifestyle and also your activities outside the home or within the home can still be present. It's just that you have to maybe adapt, or you might have to be more diligent about doing certain exercises or activities in your day-to-day life to help manage this pain with arthritis. Now, if you are someone who has morning stiffness, I created this video. This is for morning arthritis, especially if you wake up with stiffness. Watch this next video. Also, subscribe to the channel because I will continue to create these arthritis category videos that are going to be focused on arthritis and how to manage it yourself, but also to how to help create an active lifestyle even if you are experiencing arthritis pain. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And it's Dr. Preston, the Arthritis PT. Take care now. Bye-bye now.